savings hack of the week is to delay big purchases. You know, a lot of us, if we go to buy something big, it comes to our mind, we kind of impulse buy, and then we have what we like to call buyer's remorse shortly after. We've all been there. So, what I've started doing the past few years is once I've thought that I wanted to make a big purchase, and this is on an individual level, you can assign a dollar figure to it however you want to, as a little rule for yourself. But if you're going to go make a big purchase, don't go buy it right away when it's hot on your mind. Sleep on it, give yourself a week, live life thinking about it and not owning it for, say, a week. And after that week, if you still want it, odds are you probably have a use for it, or legitimately need it. And of course, that separates the wants from the needs by giving it that amount of time, right? So just you'll be surprised at how often, if you don't go impulse buy that and you just sleep on that purchase and think about it and stew on it for a week, you'll be surprised what large percentage of time you end up discovering you don't need it and you end up not making a purchase.
It's an excellent point too, because you may find that you don't want it as badly tomorrow as you want it today.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference, you know. When you allow yourself to go through these emotional cycles and, you know, there's a continuum, right? Where at one point in the day you may feel, I really, 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 really want this. I really need it. I want it. I'm going to spend money and do it now. Then there's the other side of the spectrum where it's like, you know, I can probably live without that. It would be nice to have, but I'd rather have the money in the bank, you know? So when you when you have
Exactly.
that opportunity to go, you know, through the whole continuum of emotions and then step away from it, it kind of gives you the perspective that you need to decide whether or not that's really a good choice for you or if it's not. And that really makes a big difference when it comes to making a sound financial decision. And that's really what you want to do.
Yeah, and it might keep your wife a little happier with you too if you don't show up with the brand new pressure washer at the house that you really don't need when you could have just hired someone to pressure wash.
Well, on the flip side of that, if you're going to advise your wife to sleep on it, that might be something that you want to agree to do before she's in the mood to buy whatever it is
Exactly.
she wants, right? But that is a good thing to do, you know, really to kind of expand upon the theme a little bit, is to have an agreement in place beforehand as to
Yeah.
what is considered that kind of an expense and what's not. You know, maybe you have a dollar amount in mind that you consider, oh, well, this is a big expense. We'd better talk about this or we'd better think about it before we pull the trigger. Whereas maybe there's something that's not as big of an amount and it doesn't matter as much. And you kind of give each other permission every once in a while to be impulsive and say, oh, well, you want to spend 30 bucks on a book or 50 bucks on a dress, have at it, you know, enjoy yourself. You got a little bit of latitude there. But if it comes to something bigger, like I want a new TV or I want a new fridge, pump the brakes a little bit and think about it.
Exactly.
Decide whether or not that's the right choice.
The Purposeful Podcast.